Hey yo, it's NLO, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And when I say different, I mean I'm going to be trying to learn how to build a few different things. Let me just double check everything on the stream. Let's see. Looks like everything is how it should be. Alright, so I'm going to get started by clearing up my inventory. This is a copy of Not So Hardcore that we're on. And I think I want to start off with just a few basic blocks. So we're going to get a few different stones. Just want to get some cobblestone, smooth stone. I don't really think we'll use the smooth stone, to be honest. But how about some... Okay, this is becoming a lot of different stone blocks. So we'll do this. Where is andesite in the creative menu? I'm not too fond of the creative menu, I'm not gonna lie. So is it in this area? Yes. Okay, so we'll do andesite, cobblestone, stone bricks. I think I want to do a few wood types. So the problem is we're gonna run out of space, but that's fine. So where are the planks? Those are back over, yeah. So we'll do oak. We'll grab spruce. We'll grab... I think I want to get birch and stripped birch. So grab those. Hopefully my inventory wasn't completely full. Oh, it was. That's cool. So we already had some birch. We'll go ahead and get rid of a lot of this stuff. Nope. So leave all of our spruce up in one area like this. We might use cobblestone slabs. Birch. Let me grab that stripped birch once again. Stripped birch. Okay. So I need to learn how to build log cabins for my villagers. And I wanted to kind of conform it to the space that we already have, some of the awkward angles and stuff like that. I do need torches. So get rid of the walls for now. Those are still just kind of a maybe. I'm not gonna try to like spoil anything for myself. This is all area I will explore in my world anyway. So it's not like I'm like ruining everything. If I see iron or something, then like, oh well, I would have found it later. Just gotta make sure to light some of this stuff up. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of a problem later on that I'll have to deal with and figure out. So for right now, actually we'll just grab the grass. We'll fill this in. Let's see how this goes. But I think what I want to do is possibly start off by incorporating these two blocks together. So I see a lot of these little cabins that are like A-frames. So we'll go over, what is that, 6 blocks? We'll go over 7 seems fine. Might go ahead and fill some of this in for now. I can always change the landscape on both. So we'll have this, then we will go ahead. Logs are gonna be a pain to get and to place. Is that lined up? Yes. So I kind of like this idea of having these two kind of interchanged instead of having the oak planks. I just don't think that those look as good. But I would like to get some height. I'm not sure how tall this should be. Maybe like two more, like one more layer of each. Because I don't think that this will be super hard to do. I do want to go through a few designs though on this stream. So like if I had that and then I had it come back down, say 2 layers. Like this. And then we had kind of like maybe right here. Let's try this. This might not be wide enough. Maybe. Because that would be your entrance inside to the room. So if we had something like the wall right there, is that too small? Possibly. Might do it this way. I might actually make the wall for this area out here. Or what if we did this? So like that's the size of that, and then this instead came back out all the way to the end, so that's separated. So our room would be 3 blocks wide. I don't really think I like that. Okay, so come over here, make this 2 blocks wider all the way across. Then make this. So I think what we're needing to lean to is something that wouldn't be like hours and hours and hours of collecting, but also something that doesn't look silly. And the birch on the outside is just like for right now. So I think I want that. And then maybe maybe we have this go like 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like five blocks on the inside of it. That's 6. Okay, 5. Boop, boop, boop. And then say all of the floors up here. I should honestly be using some of the stones. For this part. Because like this, I feel like needs to be out one more to cover these, but I don't want that to be flat against that. But if we just kind of did this all the way across. I don't think that would look too great. Sorry. So, what could I do to fix this? This looks awful. Um, am I trying to make them too small? I feel like I need to be like way larger than I am at the moment. But see, I don't want to be. I want it to be like house here, house here, house here. Maybe move some of this back. A house here, 2 here, 1 here, and then like something like maybe 1, 2, 3. So there's gonna be quite a few of these little houses and maybe one back there. So I don't want them to be like absolutely massive. I just really don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe if we try to fill this out, it'll look better. So I think it might be because of how squarish it is. So we'll go through like this, and then I think what I need to do is something like this, like have these kind of stack up this way a little bit, or maybe do it further back. So we have this, which would be like a porch. So we have these for entrance walls, entrance ways, a door in the middle. Let's go ahead and wall this up, wall this up. That kind of fixes that issue. And then, so right here's where this is. So we just need, oh, that ends up being a odd number. No, actually, hold on. Let's do it this way. Boop, boop. And then maybe like this. So that way we can cut this down. Oh wait, that needs to go up one. Would that look awkward on that? I feel like that makes that look weird. Let's do this. Maybe we go in with like, what if we did oak stairs and spruce stairs? Maybe not with this one. I feel like that throws it off way too much. That's a lot of creepers. Because like we need this to go back a few blocks. It could be open this side. But see, that makes this tiny. Because what I'm thinking is something like this, where you could have like, you walk in through the door, you have a villager standing here, a villager standing here, and then like 2 down here. So that way you can have 4 villagers in a house. That house just doesn't look good. Not in the slightest. I need to figure something out. Also, I'm going to set this to peaceful, because I don't want to deal with mobs. I'll do the lighting and stuff to this later. Like I'll make it look fancy. I just don't know if I'm going too small. I don't want to go too big and then end up hating it. But I know like a lot of people do stuff like they'll build kind of what they want out of wool. Then they'll go back and color in the blocks. So where's wool? Let's try that. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better. Is it in here? This creative menu is like one of the worst things about creative menu is one of the worst things about Minecraft. They really need to figure something out. Like all the drop downs just don't look great, in my opinion. Okay, so I need to quickly get rid of this. Wish there was a better way to do this. So realistically, how big do I want one of these to be? Because if I only do 4 villagers, they don't have to be that big. Like that one, I feel like I could have fit 4 villagers in with almost no issues. But if I made it larger, then maybe we could fit 6. So I don't want to go too crazy. And again, this is kind of just so we can have villagers that don't seem like they're just in a 1x2 forever. So we'll finish cleaning this up and hopefully figure something out. So I think what I want is there to be some kind of porch. And some kind of like entrance. So possibly might need like up to here covered up. I wish that there was like, I don't know, because like I don't want blueprints. I don't want to take somebody else's design or anything. I just want to learn the idea of like what makes one of these. It's like with the tents. Like there's like 7 different ways to realistically make that type of tent in Minecraft. So it looks pretty similar to some other ones that I've taken inspiration off of, but like that's just kind of what happens with inspiration sometimes. Like obviously it's not like I'm copying their stuff block for block. So we'll just kind of smooth this out. That side I won't really worry about. So we've given ourselves a little bit more room to play with. So I'm thinking we go entrance, then something to like stop it. So that way we know where the entrance is. What if we just do like a 3x3 for an entrance? We have... I kind of want to do... I don't know. Okay, so we have this. And then what if we just have like a 3x3 area? Then we copy this. We can like break this so we know that this is the entrance. It'll look a little bit different than the others. Then a 3x3. Then this. I kind of want the A-frame design, but I don't know how I'd make that work. And then say one more 3x3. And then something like this, maybe. So we have like a corner pivot, and then we wrap this around to one last one. We have this. I think that's a good height. And then on this side, I think I want to do like one more. So instead of doing like two little ones over here, I might have like a slightly larger one. So, let's see. So we have this. And then back here, we could have another type of something. So with this, this is not the house. This is going to be kind of like a porch area. So we'll have this. That's the actual like starting of the house. Might as well just try to fill these in, because we won't be in the house yet with this. Like, I feel like excuse me, I feel like this is gonna end up being too big. Because I want you to like walk in with this idea. Maybe this is another one that I have a creative world that I've messed with this already before trying to put it into this. But like, I feel like this needs to move down like one set. So like that corner needs to be here. Here, let me do this real quick. So the entrance will be here. We'll build another one of these here. 1, 2, 3. And then this will go away. Right, wait. Like this, I think. So there. I think that'll look a little bit better. Um, then something like this. Wait. Something like this. That one's only 2. Why is this only 2? That's only 2. Wait. I want this to be 3 this way as well. So like, would this just have to go back 1? For this to also be 3? And then this one have a 3 gap as well. I don't know, I feel like that looks like too big now on this end. Right here. We'll use purple here. Because this will eventually like be the wall area. I guess I have to do this like that as well. So we'll do wall up to door. There. So let's go ahead and start with these. Maybe we don't go with that. What if I did... Where's dark oak? Wood. I think I need dark oak for this. Dark oak and then like spruce on the top. Maybe that's a bit too much of a difference. Yeah. We'll just... do that here as well. No. That's too much if I do that. What about, like... I did armor stands. Oh, I can't do that because Bedrock, they have the arms. Man, if we had armless armor stands, that would be pretty cool for, like, for a balcony area. Well, there goes that idea, I guess. What about lightning rods and... Okay. Where's lightning rods? Right there. So... Because I don't want it to be anything that is... Okay, where's the copper bars at? I don't want to have to type in the search because that's really annoying. I have to pull that up every time. Will they just be with the iron bars? Yep. Okay. So, oh, I need that to face the other way. What if instead of that I just did that? Like, does that add that much more than just having this? Because I think I want to have copper bars. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. What if I just do it the other way? So we have that as like a cover. I want to do... I think I want to do a pale oak like roof area for this. I'm not sure. That might clash too much with the yeah. I do want to use pale oak in this somehow. That's way too different than everything else. So we'll just stick with good old faithful. Something sort of like this. So we have something like that. I don't really want to use like 3 types of wood for this. I want this to be 3, like that end one. I don't think it can be though. Ooh, what if I used the white for the porch? No, it's too much. So I think I want to use spruce for this then. So yeah, that gives it a little subtle difference from that. So we'll just go through. Make these all this. And this way for this one. Head, probably some torches on all of these. That might be too much, doing it on all of them. Or actually, hang on. So, because that's a slab going underneath there. So, like, right here. That's going to be a slab. So it can let the light through like that. So I don't have to worry about showing any light. Like, oop, light right there. Maybe that does go too far, and this only needs to be 2 blocks. Oop, a hidden torch. Don't think I really need to have one there. That looks way too bright. So where's that other one? Still ended up extremely bright. Alright, I broke these guys. Okay. So there's the start. I don't like that those blend in as much as they do. Ooh, where's the shelves? I have an idea. So if I did something like acacia shelves. Maybe not acacia. Maybe just oak shelves. And then you can't put a pressure plate on a shelf, can you? What about... Ooh, wait. I have an idea. So I need a shovel. And then for this... Yeah, this would take so much wood. I think that looks better. I think having the campfires up here, I wish that didn't look like that though. How tall is it up here? 3. Could I settle for this being half a block shorter? Or like, what if I did spruce trapdoors along the whole thing? To kind of cover up some of that. It costs more wood. I think that looks better. It being slightly thicker down. Than like whenever you're walking. That's not too bad. Okay, so I think this is what I want to do. What if I put a trapdoor on this as well. Too much? I might be trying to do too much. And then that looks too flat. I don't know. Is this trying to be too much? Like, this is going in a survival world. I just don't know. I want there to be... Wait. Maybe jungle is like a subtle of enough of a difference. And maybe we don't need fences, but fence gates. But see, I don't want it to like look like block vomit because there's too many different types of blocks. I don't know if I like that more or less. What else is there? Dripstone? With that on top? No. Well, that design. Definitely not. Ooh, mud brick wall. I think I like it. I think this would need to be oak for it to work as well. Does the oak look better? I think the spruce looks better. Okay, definitely spruce. Mud isn't too hard to get. I think that looks good. So this will just be like this. Oh, that becomes 2 blocks. What if I move the door down here? I have a 2 wide door. So there was a design I saw online that had like strip spruce as their main wall block. Not sure how much I like the door being there. We'll work with it for now. Think. I don't know. I really can't tell if that's doing too much. Or if that would look good the whole way across. But we'll get probably some light gray glass panes. Which in the world they'll probably end up being regular for the time being. We'll go with spruce planks. And then we'll just carry this design over to this. These will be like so. Maybe not that. Maybe we do this in spruce. Is this all spruce? No, it's dark oak. Okay. Okay, so this can't be that. That has to be like that. So I think what I'm wanting to do, what looks like it might be missing, is some kind of like garter. I don't know if that's what it's called, but just something that goes around the edges of these. I think that's what it might be missing. Maybe spruce would look better. We can mess with that later. But we'll have something like that. And then on the inside of this, we'll go back with something a bit like that. We'll do the same of this here. Just whatever, probably across this. Do do do. So I think I want to do the roof. Like this up here would be the final roof. I think I want to do it like slabs all the way up. Like this. That might be way too tall. So what if I did... Because I don't want to do like a slip stair thing. Like this. Maybe this is too long. Maybe I need to cut that back by like 2. But if we had something like this, and then let me go ahead and grab those shelves, wherever the shelves are. So do spruce shelves on the top of this. Boop. That one might just have to be oak, just to... Oh, but you can see that. I don't like that. Might just have to live with that showing. Oh, right there too. You know what? It is what it is. You won't ever notice, right? Maybe you would. Wait. I have an idea how to cover it up. So what if we did stair here? Slab. Stair. Slab. And then we went back to... Well, crap. Okay, so we might have to do this. It looks awkward. So how would I connect all of this up without it looking weird? Because this still has to go up. I guess it doesn't have to. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna get to bed. The brain is really annoying me. I don't know why that roof just frustrates me. Also, I think that maybe needs to be dark oak. And then like... And then, hang on, I have an idea. This might end up being really like expensive or whatever. Where did they go? Oh. No. I don't like how bright the block gets inside the shelf. That might actually like do something to help out. It's really expensive to like not add much to the build, or like a ladder. Ladder might be way too bright. Where are the banners? Or brown pane. It just stands out so much. What about dripstone inside of them? No. What is that? A pitcher pod. Interesting. Um, it's not at all how I thought that would look. What about a barrel? Does it show up and down? Oop. No, if it would have showed the other way, I think that would have worked a lot better. Um, like I literally didn't see the banner at all. It'd have to be under like decoration, right? Mob heads. Oh, they're right there. What about a brown banner? It's like still too bright. Let's see, that would, oh, I guess it wouldn't pose a problem here. Let's say it might pose a problem there. But if we had that, I don't know. So let's say we went campfire route. That would have to be black. That would have to be black. I could deal with both of that. Is the green too much right there? Do I need to do like... Do I need to do like spruce fence instead? Maybe. Or like the mud wall right there. No, that doesn't look good. You say it's way better building than what you could manage. This is like really bad in my opinion. I don't think it looks that great. Cannot find my mouse. There we go. See, I think what I'm wanting is something smaller overall. So the whole reason why I'm building any of this is for villagers in my survival world. This is just like a creative copy of my survival world at the moment. I just don't know. So this would end up being, let's see, like back to here. Also, excuse the coughing. I've been sick. I'm trying to lean as far back as possible when I feel it happening. I think like if I did this and then I sectioned it off kind of like this, each villager could have a window. So like one window, two windows, or one villager, two villager, three villager, 4, 5. I probably wouldn't put a villager in this corner just because. Could probably fit a villager in here. But like, okay, so you need 20 for an iron farm, I believe. So if we had slabs right here for a floor. Again, no villager there. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then back here, I could probably fit a couple more. Maybe not. Well, okay, so one above the door, so 15. So that's 15 villagers in this area, just in one house. And then if I had a house, say right here, that fit 2, I could probably make an iron farm set right here under the ground. So eventually it's going to have like 8 houses. I don't know. I hope it works out. I hope it works out to where I can have a double iron farm. I still don't know if the oak looks better or if the campfires look better with the trapdoors underneath. Because if this looks better, I would definitely grind for that. Like, that's not... Getting the wood's not that big a deal. And then I can use charcoal. But, like... This would be the one house. Imagine a roof being here. If... Actually, hang on. So this is, what, 4? So if I just made this 1... 2, 3. Wait, this was, yeah. So I can cut this back. This is what, 4 deep? So if I have my outer wall right here instead, I could do something a lot larger. that's the wrong block. So I can have a walkway of 3 blocks, 3 by 3 for a villager. Oh. 1 block less. So it would make my build a little bit wider. But I could kind of have a larger cabin area. So this would be, oh wait, I was counting above that. This wouldn't have above because the only spot that's going to have the second floor is this side right here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then maybe I could run, so we'll have one right here. It'd be off center with the door a little bit, but I think that's fine, unless if I had like a little double wide and had 2 villagers here. Then this area would have, so like imagine this replicated here. It would have 4 villagers in the corner, 8 there, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So that would work. I would just have to build this and then have this wall follow through. So I'm gonna grab these. Man, I hate being ill. Oh no, I messed that up. So we'll do this. That can just be this. Oh. Like that. Boom. Boom. Which I think in between, well, I was going to say in between this I can make that whatever block and save some, but no, it shows. So this would end up having windows here and here. I think after that I just want to have something simple, because you'll have that shows from there. I think the roof from here might cover up most of that. So do I need to start the roof? Need to figure this out real quick, where I want to start this roof. I think from this corner, because that lines up there pretty nicely. Or if I did this, I could actually end that off, have that be a finished design. Let's fill this with slabs for now. Maybe the slabs would look better. That might be too noisy to go straight into an oak roof. So this will get snug. Right alongside here, if I can get it to stick. I don't want that kind of stair. No, I don't want that kind of stair. I just want a regular stair. There we go. So, oh, nope. So like this going up. So how would I do this? So stairs start directly on the window. The window would be right here. So go ahead and build this up just so we can see how high. Kind of wish I'd thought about the roof a little bit sooner. Bump it up a block and have a spruce there. Have that start here. That would look weird on the back, I think. Well, on the back I can do this, so. Maybe not. Maybe we just keep it in line with the front. So where would the middle of this roof land? With trying to do it with that many villagers. Okay. Please don't be too tall. Lands right above this. So that would just run right there. I like that wouldn't be bad. So like we wouldn't have any windows on this side of this part of the building. But with that cutting in, would I just want to have like maybe a full block there? I feel like that would be fine. And then like, wait, that's a stair. Then my stair going down this way, all the way down to this. But like this side has the porch to help disguise. This side won't. And maybe I should have started the roof one over. Or I could do... Hang on. Kind of what I'm doing over here. So I need mud along the bottom. Right here. And this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll have to figure out what to do across from the door, but other than that, I think this works pretty well. To try and help cover it up. So you have that. This in between all of the windows. Move sheep. And then just past that would be another slab, I assume. So end up with that for the roof. Again, I don't really care for this. What if we drop this down a half slab? Or like drop it a half slab starting here and then another half slab. Kind of cuts off the window really bad. But like the only angle where we're going to see the back at is like this. I feel like because of the angle, that would be perfectly fine. Or like if we're over here doing something, we'll see it. Okay. Then cover that up like this. Boop, boop, boop. We have that'll come down. I feel like that would be perfectly fine. For the floor, for right now, I'll just use... I want to use mangrove for the floor, I think, on the final build. I know it's another wood type. I just like how it looks as a floor. It's a pain to get. So there's that. We'll figure out some kind of like arched window thing. And then for in between, for my villagers, I don't know. I don't want to use fence. That seems kind of inhumane. I think the main problem with building in Minecraft, like most of the time you have to build like really big in order for it to look good. Like I was trying to make kind of the same idea, but like really small earlier, but like have this part on the ground and then this part next to it, and I couldn't. But like this just kind of looks like a standard Minecraft house, in my opinion. Like it's gonna be kind of like cabin-y feeling. It's gonna be a little bit like more homey, I guess. But like you'll just come along, come inside, have all your villagers. I don't want there to be a lot of separation in the room, but I also don't want it to feel like a barn where it's just like, oh, go to the stables and go get your villager items. And having two right here would be kind of iffy. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So for the time being, I'll use... Wish I had smooth sandstone walls. Ooh, polished tough walls. So we'll go... Maybe it'll come all the way across with these on the inside. And then it'll be tough wall, tough wall all the way through here. What does it look like when it's like double stacked? Interesting. Okay, so if I had that, I don't know. I want them to be able to have a bed, but if they have a bed and it's only one thick, then they'll just crawl through it. So will I have to get a whole lot of wood in order to not use walls? What if we did that and then mud wall? Too much. Let's see, I can't really do that on this side because one, two, three. Okay, so it lines up pretty well for this. Kind of the same problem that we ran into earlier, but not as big of a deal, I don't think. So we'll have a 3-wide window. 3-wide window. Logs. It's actually worked out really well right here. And then another 3-wide window. So where this comes across, like this on the outside, that was right above the window, right? I'm not making that up. Okay, cool. Then we can have this. Then a window up here just for looks, maybe, if it's tall enough. Yeah, it is. Okay, so maybe the whole top of it, well, never mind. I was gonna say maybe the whole top of this could have extra villagers, but it'll be too much. But if we do this, and then we just fill the rest of this in. Oh, hey, this would be logs the whole way up. Heck yeah. All the way up to this. Then we just have a spruce right there. It's kind of an awkward into the house from the inside, but from the outside, that looks pretty good. Place these. Copy this across. Yeah. Maybe up top I could do kind of a separation of a floor somewhere and have like villagers crammed up top. But the thing is, down here, if I don't make this slabs, iron golems are going to try and spawn all over it. I did not think about that. Or let's slab that off. I'd have to make this look good underneath as well. Then the windows are going to be at an awkward height. Oh no. Okay, hang on. That would also stop my villager issue, because they can't get through a block and a half high. How awkward is that? Should I go a slab down or a slab up for the floor? Because even if I do a slab up and then I do another one of these across, that still solves the issue. I think a slab up. I think that's literally the only way to make this look good. And then right there would be like the next floor. Slab up. That might work out better than whatever I was doing over here for this. So we slab up. Oops. And same here. Hey Siri, can iron golems spawn on moss blocks?
If you're a fan of iron, you can also create an iron golem by placing 8 iron blocks and 5 moss blocks in a certain pattern.
That's not what.
Also come with a flower.
That's not what I wanted at all, to be honest with you. Okay, so definitely going slab up. Definitely gonna use oak, I think. I want to use mangrove. I don't have it yet. I mean, it would... I think it looks nice in here. I think this is too much. So I definitely might go out on the search for mangrove on the realm. Just because of how much it adds, in my opinion. Alright, so I think for the stream, mission accomplished. I kind of have an idea of what I want. I would love to be able to get a bunch of gray glass on the realm, but I don't think I'm gonna have that much fun farming ink sacks. Obviously, that won't be red and purple underneath, but this gives me Logi vibes. Instead of it being like consider like log cabin, but I'm not sure. Also, these, how would this look on over here? To decide if I want these or not. I think I like it. I think it's just a bit too dark, being dark oak, as it is. So, where is this? What would spruce look like? Because it's just the same color. That's my problem. Well, actually, it's a little bit darker, but not too dark. Okay. I think I have my design. I don't think I'm going to put anything in them. I'm going to run this around and this around. Okay. So definitely we have our cabin. So for the realm, I'm going to like have to collect all the stuff for this, obviously, but I will work on doing all that off camera. I'll do some of the building on camera. I'm gonna have to leave this I'm afraid. I don't want to have to do another window back here, so like if I was to just do this and try to cover it with the stairs, does that look bad? Oh wait, with this I could literally just... Eesh. No, okay. So that's gonna be a full block right there. That looks fine. That running into that looks fine. This being just a full block, I think looks fine. What I might do is use first, yeah. So since these are gonna have these here, I might put another one here. You can't even see that. Okay, definitely would not be worth wasting it. Why does that look empty? Why is that running across the top? Do I like it running across the top? Do I need to make the whole thing one block taller everywhere? No. Maybe I lower this roof by one block. Let that one run into the side a little bit higher. And then... what if I... what if I made this whole thing just stairs? Probably makes this way too tall. Definitely gonna have to lower this like 1 or 2 blocks. Yeah. That's already getting much too tall for my liking for this little area. Then I could do my signature boop, boop. Oh wait, wrong way. Boop. Like that. I mean, that's not bad. But that would definitely have to be like lower. Where would this run into it? There. Then. I know I said like that's it for stream, but like I've got questions. That runs in like that. Alright, I think I like that better. Definitely gonna move this down like 3 blocks. So it like so it's even with the window? I mean, if you're looking down, I mean, those windows... if you're looking at it from here, that doesn't look that bad. Maybe it does. Okay. Oh no. Maybe we have to make a third faux layer. Wait. It's just gonna be like this. That's gonna be there. Boop. Do we have enough space to just kind of make a fake? Eesh. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe we just do the design. And we live with it being this. And that's supposed to be these. Like that. Alright, yep. So we've got our design for our first building. So we need to get a whole bunch of wood and a whole bunch of mud and some glass. But that is it for this stream. I'm really annoyed that I'm using this much oak because oak is one of my least favorite woods to gather. Hopefully I can start building this in the realm by next week. I do plan to stream tomorrow some one block and then maybe Tuesday as well. I don't know. I don't really know how much I like this. I mean, it hanging off the edge kind of isn't great. I guess it's not really hanging off the edge, but like... Go ahead and add a little bit more. Maybe like eventually possibly an actual like cliff side that kind of like wraps back around. But I want to cover like all the land here with moss. I don't know. I really think I like it, but I also really think I hate it. Maybe we'll do another stream messing with this and like try to build something like over here, because all I want really is one iron farm, but I don't want iron golems to spawn everywhere out here. So all this will be like moss and path and moss carpet, because I don't think they can spawn on moss. Siri never actually answered me. Let's see. Oh, they can spawn on moss full blocks, so we'll have to figure something else out for that. Not sure how, but definitely think I want this. Definitely think I want to get the mangrove too. But thank you for watching stream. If you like to watch me fumble around with builds, subscribe. If you like to watch people do SMPs and stuff like that, also subscribe. We're going to do challenges, and we have our second channel as well. And I'm also working on a little something else that hopefully will be done by, oh, I want to say the end of April. So by the end of April, we'll have something else kind of worked out, and hopefully this isn't too big for me to actually manage. I don't think it is, but I just don't know if it's the way I want to go. If I really want to have multiple of these everywhere. I just wish I knew how to do a better log cabin. But again, until next time, stay frosty.